Hello and welcome. Right, we are, yes, we have nearly finished this that chatting I did yesterday. Oh, literally nearly finished the two fields. So we will be ready to hit the ground running tomorrow morning, although we are very, very poor as well. Right, I think I left my interactive zone markers on, so let's switch them off. Yeah, it's gotta be, yeah, it's every time you go over this area, it clicks something like that. Which I never ever change, ever, ever, ever. I did once, I think, in my entire FS career, and it doesn't seem to do a lot, so I don't, yeah, I don't like name it, or, I mean, it must do somehow, but I just don't see the point. Right, so then, we're very close to finishing this. We haven't got a stone picker, we have got a roller, which I must remember to use. Yeah, that's the trouble with actually getting out of the habit of using these things. Now then, animals, while I'm a stone throw away, how are they doing? Do they need some more silage? Yeah, it feels a bit poor, but it's true actually, I've got to be honest. They're 22 tons, yeah. I do think I am right, though, in what... we want the biggie. Not you, we want you, and you're about to finish. We will set this gun on the mowing. I think I do agree with what I said. It isn't a lot of cash. I mean, the bales, because we've just left them, we need some for straw, but we can... Omatana has released... I'm a little loath to do it for this one. What I'm gonna do is what I would do for another one. This is sort of like a lone, I'm alone in the world type thing where we've only got this shop here. How do I play that? How do we incorporate that? I did do Alone in the World like that you could not... You had to mention what you were going to have. Not according to the shop and the sales, that is available. But anything else, do we have to mention what we're going to like? I should give that one some thought. And also, as always, I do always invite your comments on such sort of points, whether you think that's a... Yeah, always, if there is anything like a criteria you'd like me to add. I try to keep things simple, but sometimes a criteria is not a bad thing to... Now, the other thing is you can fertilise these before you actually do it, can't you? I'm sure you can. I'm sure I tested this. Again, it's weird. I don't play base game very often, but obviously at the very beginning of the game, there's always only a base game, always. So you sort of... I remember from like FS25, but again, the rules can change like between the iterations as well. So you can't rely on the fact that you know exactly how things are, because you know exactly how things... Well, not exactly. I mean, that's the other thing. We're human beings who don't always get it right. Me certainly don't, definitely not. Right, so then we have got this beautiful fertiliser spreader, and I suppose if it was illegal and not right, right, we do want to be setting the, yeah, want to be filling this as well. I don't think we've got any, I think we used all that we'd got, so we really are going to be fairly destitute by the time we bought this up, but we do need to be grabbing that mower. I do concur that I'm wasting a resource that we can ill afford to waste. Even loose, yeah, 17. The Stratman's dropped. I'm thinking of making that. What I'm trying to do is go for like a small, medium, and large BI Industries. The other thing is, I was thinking as well. This is something that playing with the Omatana set taught me. It's not always advisable, not all situations. I love her forage wagon, the big one, the little ones. Now they, again, I think Omatana may also have thought this herself. You don't always want it to be fast or the unload. If you're unloading into a silage clamp, you don't want them. You want to have control. If you have it all bursting out like the Omatana super duper one was, to be honest, you're getting a massive pile of silage, and you don't want that really. So let's just see. I'm sure this will still do its job as best as it can, and then what we're going to do, it'll sort of still do a windrow in the middle, but obviously the middle bit is going to have no cut grass, but that still doesn't mean to say we can't gather it, and we will see the space basically. So let's grab that. Actually, yeah, that's the point. We really need to be... Well, no, it's a session long, really. It's not going to take long for a 42 metre to get travelling across this, is it? In fact, I'm going to do it myself. Then it is. There's no faffing around with like. Yeah, it's a beautiful fertiliser spreader. It is made very well. Whoever made it is a right good programmer. Yeah, I had a look at the mod and the way they put it together. Very, very good, nice piece of work. Definitely. Right, so I think we need 3 of the fertilizers. Nope, that is the right one. Yeah, so I was modding most of the time. No, that's not what we want. Yesterday, like, well, no, I didn't actually. I've been juggling, really. One more. Yeah, because it's not like it's not going to get used. It's going to be of real use to us a lot. So if we just fill this up, I will get the fertilizer doing. Yeah, we achieved. It was a massive session yesterday, actually. Really massive. I mean, yeah, we did the. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, isn't it? As well, which is afford BI Industries, yeah, points and everything. And as I said, really, fertilising, it's not really important at the minute. Right, fantastic. So we've got an almost full one. Yeah, almost, I think. Let's have a see. How much have you got left in you? 823. So best part of a full one, really. Right, so yes, I am right. I mean, that bit in the middle, that's not cut. It's just the pile of grass it's doing from the 2 wings. So we'll grab that in a minute. I'm going to go into a time lapse there, and this should be... I'm going to have to get used to the 42 metre spread again, because I have not had one. Oh. Yeah, he's not forgotten completely. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now I think this is going to be the last load. It seems to be like doing the shapy thing, that it's only, I think, enough room for one down the far end. It seems to be coming into like the shape that it's supposed to have when it's finished being filled, and it won't. Yeah, I'm noticing that I can't. Yeah, it's always never like doing clamps with low horsepower tracks. I've had so many bad experiences. Doesn't seem to get stuck, impossibly stuck. It's a little bit finicky at the beginning. You're well over the clamp and it's like, no, you're not allowed to put anything in me, and you're like, hang on a minute, I'm well over the edge of the clamp. But it is a new clamp. It might be one of those things that does sort of get, I'm not mean it's broken, but it doesn't seem quite right. Yeah, like the markers are not quite right. You know, I think we might get another one actually. Yeah, this end. Yeah, see, you can see it slowing down, letting stuff out, but not. Yeah, I think there's still enough room for me to do one more. I'd like to do as much as I possibly can, and then of course I think we'll use the other tractor. Although I don't know, with this, the trailer and the this on the front, I'd say it's fairly hefty. It's the weirdest looking cut I've ever seen of a little worker. Two different ways. So right, weird. Mind you, I suppose in their defence, the first time we did, no, we didn't. No, I think I did it. I just went up and down. The weird lines are definitely this new worker who decided that he was going to like do it two different ways, which is a bit, yeah, not ideal, should we say. Still loads of graph, but yeah, I think we could fill this clamp twice. And I've never done that ever, where I've had a second clamp, but there's sometimes, when you consider how little they are, it's probably not a bad thing to have two of these little ones. Yeah, because this we're doing for sort of cash really now. They've got to really do a run up to this, because it just does run out of steam if you like don't. Yeah, you can dump outside the confines a little bit too easy. That's not that was me, that I literally did. I sort of like yeah, it sort of catches you sometimes, and you'd sort of like your trailer goes out the side, and then obviously it will let you do it, because the tyres are the marks that you're supposed to be like being careful of. So it is my fault. I'm not blaming the silo for that one. Yeah, you can see it coming to a head. I think we'll call this the last one. We might be able to squeeze another half a trailer in, but yeah. Then be careful. You know, it won't let you do it. It's sort of like, yeah, when there's like too much, it just stops tipping the grass out. So it sort of is letting me know that, yeah, and then you've got to stop that, because it sort of does that weird trippy thing. Right, let's go up and down. Yeah, that's true, because the front, the weight of that is quite hefty. I think if it's a ton or half a ton, but what I mean is that this tractor, I would say, is probably heavy with the trailer and this. It's, yeah, like I always do it with forage wagons as well, because the extra weight of that, it's nice to have grass in it as well. That extra weight of the grass, that does make a difference. I can't remember if I switched weight off though. I don't think I did. I think I left it, because you can tell it to not update the weight. I can't remember if I did, so it would still think this was 6.5 tons, but that obviously has got a bad thing. If I did say that, it means it will only register this even if it was full of 6.5 tons of stuff. So there are disadvantages to it's a common trick for trailers that have been adjusted with extra thing, because if you think about it, the weight of the additional weight would be heavy. If you've got a 22-ton trailer but it's got 70 tons of stuff in it, that's actually quite heavy. Most modders will switch that off, so the weight is not pushing you. So, which is why, yeah, these bigger trailers sometimes they feel quite light because they actually are, yeah, not updating it from the maximum weight of what is in it. just thought I'd share that piece of information, having had to look into modding, obviously to do modding. So yeah, it's a real eye-opener really to some of the things that the game does, and the things, the rules that are in modding. Really, it's quite amazing. Right, for all my life, this is going to take a while, isn't it? 36%. Wow. Let's see, how much does it do per run across? Does it even do a single percentage? Yeah, just one. Maybe two, maybe just about finishes off the second one as you're getting out, where it can't show you what it's doing. What we'll do is we'll pick up the overspill and that out the side and put that back in, which will knock us down again another percentage at least, and then we'll finish it off. But at least 162 tons, not bad. Yeah, I mean, do we do another one? Oh, we can't. We're really like destitute at the minute, even though it would be good. It's, yeah. Plus which, the grass is not going anywhere. That is 2 cuts. So this, I think it only takes a full day now. So really at 25 past 1 tomorrow, or when this is finished, this should actually be done. So really we could then just fill it straight away tomorrow, instead of like as we normally do, where we go all the way through. I do like these. I used to always have the close-ended ones, but I like the fact you can actually do these, especially for this type of thing, especially with some, I mean, that's another thing as well. You've got to think about this is a very deft tractor, very, very good, one of the best at turning. So like to zip in and out, that's something the big tractor could not do like this. It'd still be sort of trying to slowly turn around, and my turning circle would slow me down and everything about this, whereas this is whipping in and whipping out, crushing and sort of doing this. It is still going to take a while though, so I think with that in mind, I'm going to go into a bit of a time lapse, because I want this to be like a minute or two for you, whereas it's going to be more like 10 minutes for me. Yeah, so I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I thought it'd come out. Yeah, just it's always I always find it one of those things to give tips. Now, I've got to be honest, I know myself, I used to be terrible at reversing. I still put my improvements on reversing down to the fact that I did this. It's very difficult to keep your your trailer straight, and obviously the bunker side doesn't help. But it teaches you how to hold it steady. Your hand-eye coordination, that your brain adjusts those little tiny micro measurements, and I always think is what gradually, bit by bit, made my. So it's one of those things. Even if you think, oh, I don't really like to do it, I would do it for the fact that your reversing will be improved enormously by doing this with a trailer on. I started to do it at Attingen in FS22, and I realised that the weight of the forage wagons, which are usually heavier than a trailer, seriously was almost like using a massive forage wagon. In fact, better, because forage wagons tend to get stuck a little bit too easily. They did in FS22 anyway. Yeah, I mean, some of the really big equipments like the pea harvest and that, they are brilliant for like crushing it. They'll do 5 or 6 percentages just per run over. Right, let's just grab all of the excess. It's going to knock me down a couple, but let's do this properly. It was, yeah, quite a lot that's thrown out, which I would imagine this type of thing really would do that. So if we just grab the outside bits again and then just, yeah, it's quite some tonnage. I did the same I've got the same one on. To be honest, it's a beautiful, really nice bit of kit. I do like this type. They're really reasonably priced ones, which they would be, and I like that. It's realistic. It's not got expensive concrete, that, you know, like massive walls that would really cost quite a bit to actually build. Thrown away tyres are something you can, like, well, in Great Britain, people would willingly give you them. You could go to a garage and they'd give you like 60 because it costs them to actually get rid of them. So to them, you're doing them a favour. They'll gladly let you have 60 tyres. Right, let's stick this back in, and we're going to obviously drop a little bit. Yeah, I am about there though. It's oh, that's true. You do need to be on the right thing selected. Yeah, it's going to knock me down a bit. Yeah, definitely. It might look odd, but I seriously think that my reversing got better because of having to try to hold this like you do, like you have got to do, and it really has improved. Wow, 6%. It does really, because you're fighting it all of the time as you're reversing. It's wanting to like twist and turn, and it will. The silo itself will like throw you around as well, but what I mean is you are learning to fight that and to like get those little micro measurements in your head that you might not even be aware that you're doing. The hand, yeah, muscle memory is an amazing thing. The brain is such an amazing instrument, really. Let's just try not to go over the edge, otherwise I'm going to throw everything out. Let's try and keep everything in, and just like, yeah, another sort of tip, again, it may look odd, but I always do the final blanketing on the silo, because again, you don't push that outside. A lot of people do it, yes, and they do, ooh, okay, it does a bit of a weird thing sometimes. I've never had it do that before, actually, strangely enough. No, that's the very first time I've ever had that do that. Otherwise, I would not have advised. Isn't that typical? You give someone advice. Oh, it's sort of, yeah. What? It's got my tyres stuck. We might have to. Yeah, I might have to reset that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I will. I don't think we're going to get away with that. Yeah. So apart from the fact that, you know, that's the very first time that's ever happened, though, it might not let me do it. No, it will. Okay. Yes, please. Yeah, that is what reset is for. Yeah, I used to never want to reset, but that is what a reset is for. It's literally for when the game goes wrong, and it frequently does. It is a game, that's it. So still quite a bit, I would say, another 70 or 80 tons on the field. So, but at least we've actually done something with it. Nearly 200 odd tons. I think that will actually show. I think it will show in the. No, it'll show us chaff. Well, yeah, well, that's all I want to know is. No, it's 168,000, so it won't show us how much the silage is worth. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's a bit pretty pointless. So then we will go through till August, and we will get cracking with doing the planting. Yeah, I'm going to get that done as well. I'm going to do the little 4.5 metre, and the biggie can get on with the. So we could sort of. Do we class that as? Yeah, we will class that as this. As I said, I'm trying my best to make these sessions count. Really. Now, we did put the fertiliser section on, didn't we? I think. Which means everything that the little one does. I think we did. If we didn't, then we should do. I don't think we can afford it. No, we did definitely. Right, so let's go and fill that from the store, and we'll hook that one up as well, and we'll crack on, go till August, and then get these fields canolaed, is all I'm going to say. Is there anything we need to... We've got our oats, we have not got the cash to do anything about it, unfortunately, like to make bread or... Yeah, it's that's a bit of a... Yeah, not... No, that's the net wrap, isn't it, for the baler. At least we got that for a while. It does last quite a while. It's not a bad little thing, actually. Right, fantastic. Seeds. Have we got any seeds? I think I saw some. We might have also stuck a little bit into... I'm sure I saw a Pioneer thing of seeds down here somewhere. I'm sure I did. Yeah, so I'll get cracking. I'll let the 12 need to get cracking on the big field because it does seem a little bit fairer, and I'll get cracking on the far field, and then we can both do the one in the middle. Yeah, we've also got that thing of silage there. We'll probably, yeah, we will have to do the animals in the morning. Now, there we go. I knew I'd seen some. Nah, not full, but it should be alright now. We want to be on canola. Is there any more? Have we cast any more out? Only because I just want to take stock of what we've actually got. Canola is November, so yeah, we're all good. So let's just grab the big guy. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong with that. It dropped off perfectly well, but it certainly did do something weird. Yeah. I'm not classing that as my... Yeah. I've not changed the structure of the mod. That would be the thing that would cause errors. Also, you can check your... Now, did I? Yeah, no, you will have done because it was a worker, wasn't it, that I sent. So these have got narrows. These are nice narrows. Very nice narrows. I think... No, yeah, we usually use the... This is not going to have much seeds in it, is it? None. Can we... did we stick any in here? Otherwise we really are going to have to... And of course it won't... Yeah, if I'm not... We've not got any, it won't like say anything, so... Which means we haven't. I know the capacity on this is really quite tiny, and we don't want it on grass. So it looks like we are going to need to... Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll just get it prepped. And in the morning, we're just going to hit the go. Simple as. Okay, so that's come in handy. That we're going to have to treat that as an asset that we need to do, even if we just keep chucking... I don't think silage will go in the silo. Yeah, I don't think it will, actually, thinking about it as is a standard grain silo, rather than a multi-fruit. So seeds. Right, fantastic. Yeah, canola again is another one where at the minute the seeds are fantastic. I don't know if it'll remain like that, but it's not bad really for an additional thing. 300 litres. I mean, there are some seeders with like worse than that, so yeah, I don't suppose it's terrible. Yeah, the actual caravan is, if you go New Farmer Start, is just up there. Like literally where those trees are. There's like a line of concrete, and it literally sticks you the caravan up there. So I think that's pretty much the difference between the two things. And obviously you own this square of land, which is obviously worth quite a bit really when you think about it. So let's go through. Do you own this square? I'm not sure actually, I can't remember. I've got it on my, this is my test map, because it's a small map and it loads very quickly. So let's go through till tomorrow. Oh. Why can I not sleep? Left shift, I know, I'm pressing left shift Z. But my focus was on another machine. It was on my other machine. Right, so let's sleep. And we will check the sales to see what is what good is we can't have because we've got no cash. Oh, that is true. The normal box that appears in the sales quite frequently actually. 10.5 meter shallow cultivator, 330 horsepower. I don't think we could afford it even if we could afford it, so no, nothing in there for us. Let's set you going and switch that off. If you're not ready for this work or already work, oh, I've got to switch it on, haven't I? Yeah, you have to like switch it on so it knows you're seeding, and then it actually will. I think you could seed in the rain. You wouldn't harvest, but definitely seeding. Right, okay, let's get cracking. Right, I'm not being lazy. I'm just quickly checking something on my other computer. So I'm leaving this. You will only see what I see on here. So I'm, yeah, just going to set this going. And I'm going to go into a time lapse with it. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'd come and do the animals. I didn't forget about them, but I sort of did, as in like I was like, I came in and I thought, oh, animals, you've not fed the animals. But obviously we came through and we're 26 minutes into the day, so I don't call that an epic fail. I have, yeah, to be honest, with how many we've got, we should be totally fine. Yeah, I was hoping that was the weeder. We obviously didn't repair that at the beginning, or it was partially, yeah, probably it was good damage. I think there were a couple of times where we were literally got no cash, and then you forget. It's quite easy, like to, yeah. So we've got the pile here, which again would in real life be, yeah, we cover it. Why are you not grabbing that off the ground? Oh, that's a little bit odd. We know that we know it grabs silage. So why is it like misbehaving? Is it not allowed to grab silage in the rain? Is this a new rule? I don't think so. I think it's just like probably gone wrong, or now then, have we got any in the? I can't imagine. No, it won't go in. That's why we've put it down here. Now that is odd. Doesn't give you any info about it. We know it's silage. We dumped it here. So I have no idea why the game has been a little bit awkward. It could have crashed, I suppose. Well, that's a bit odd. Right, let's go and have... Yeah, well, in that case, there's nothing we can do about that. Do we conjure up a silage bale to... Yeah, because, I mean, I'm not being nasty. We've got that silage. If the game's gone wrong, we will, for once, use the F12 tool to actually spawn bale, chaff, silage. 1 times 8 times 1.2. No, ground bale, we'll do it realistically. At least 2. Now, does that mean they're actually... They are silage, yeah, you can actually... Right, so... Apologise. Oh my God, why is one bigger than the other? That's a little bit odd. Yeah, I have no idea why that's done that, why we cannot grab what we have, but yeah, we've at least got a way that we can work around it. Yeah, I'm only doing that because we have, I mean, obviously you can't let your animals starve, and it's not like we've not, this is a game mechanics issue. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I do quite like this. It's, I mean, it's a ton. So it sort of is a back way. If what I'm thinking of doing is adjusting this, making it into the BI brand as absolutely like, let's be honest, in real life, manufacturers look at each other's stuff, they'll deliberately buy it and then reverse engineer it, and I'm going to do the same, but I am going to change it. It's not going to be the same shape. I wouldn't do that. That's not fair. But yeah, I like the idea of the box, the fact that it's got wheels, but I'd put narrows on so that it can be stability. I mean, I know it's a gaming convention, we all know that. It is true. Right, so let's grab our bales that we've had to conjure in. I could have tried, it's almost like it's gone wrong, which that was quite at least, I think it was 2 trailer loads. So that is quite a considerable amount for us to lose. If we try and grab that on the very edge, we should really be able to get both. And being as we are splitting them open for food anyway, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I do like the fact that obviously you can multiple use things like this. It's I have even used bales as weight. Oh no, it's let me do it. You have even sort of used bales as weights on the back of trucks, because to be honest, farmers are usually the just there, because it is quite heavy, and the thing is, we've actually chosen quite a long. Yeah, can we go low? Would that help? It's not really making much of a difference. So if we put the weight on, we could make this a 1.5 kilogram weight, then it wouldn't be good. I mean, it is on the ground, so that is quite a considerable pull. If we hadn't got that on the back, we'd be literally nosediving now. I thought it was, yeah, we'd got to like do this. Fantastic. I mean, the good thing about bales as well like that is the fact that it will actually take it 603 litres of buffalo milk, straw, slurry. Well, why is it? Oh, I suppose the straw will still go down. The other thing is we ought to stick a couple of bales whilst the biggie is actually doing the main bit of that, and then we'll assist if he needs us to, if he hasn't actually already finished it. He's on the ups and the downs now. That's what I was thinking. I thought this is the most important thing. Yeah, I've never done that before. I was literally editing the video I did in the middle of the night for Sri Lanka. I thought, well, it doesn't hurt. This shouldn't really go wrong. I did check a couple of times to make sure that nothing was wrong, and it wasn't. So, yeah, the workers have got everything in hand. I don't like doing that. I have done it. I was caught out on Rombos Road doing that. But you do. If it's one of those things where you know, self-unload with Courseplay was one of those features that with the right, if you knew your harvester was good, you knew you got it, you could go down for 10 minutes and have your breakfast, and that's all I ever do. It's usually like you pop to the loo, or that too much information. But no, I mean, no, well, no one's an island, are they? You've got to pop to the loo, definitely. So that should last a while. It should. And so should the silage bale, really. So, yeah, I'm not worried about, as I said, I know we're spending money like we're hemorrhaging money. But, again, the other thing is, look at the reproduction time. Oh, no, it's 10 months. We haven't actually done reproduction, 30% reproduction. Oh, right, okay, that's not as good as I thought. We must have got it stuck into the months where we really are. Right, anyway, let's not. Let's drop this for now, because we are trying to assist. Once I'll allow a little bit of messiness, and we want to drop that. Oh no, the quick doesn't like that. The quick is one of those that likes dropping. Oh, it's not what I meant to do. Yeah, this likes being above the ground, and the stand then takes. Yeah, the John Deere wants to be, and the fence at the minute isn't working. Yeah, the little fence GTA. I bought the thing. It's like too long or something, or yeah, something's not quite right with it. So that's going to need fixing by Giants. Oh, I think we might actually have come at the right. Yeah, I think no, we're not needed. No, he's going to get that one in one lump. That's brilliant. Stick this away. We are going to need a second shed, though. It is true. I don't think we're going to need one of the 4-granders. We could, I suppose, sell the easy shed, get everything out, and actually put that in. We're probably about break even, slightly bigger. We'll get another one. We need 2 sheds anyway. Right, let's be a bit more careful. What were you talking about? Your reversing skills. No, it's these. Yeah, it's not perfect. You still oversteer. Windrows, I think, always are one of the worst things. Some windrowers are worse than others. Yeah, they really sort of super steer. Yeah, they are absolutely amazing. Right, I think. Yeah, I don't mind stacking a little bit in front of that, because we could also go at side angles. The other thing I love about the easy shed is its overhang, but you can't really. I usually use the overhang for like sticking my tractors under like that, and then it's sort of as you're looking after your tractors as well as you could. Right, so I believe that is our canola all planted. Yeah, so really, yeah, we do need to do that. It's true. So that is all, the only thing we need to do, and I'm not fertilising the rain. Again, we've got narrows on both. Is that all? Yeah, no, it's completely done. It's just because we did it with 2 different things. It's dried it out, hasn't it? It does weird things with the layers, but we definitely did fertilise it. It's not going to take as long with either the Massey or that to just go over. It's also going to be need spraying. We know that's going to happen in the morning, so we could set one fertilizer in. And yeah, next session I'm going to literally call it there. I think that's a cracking session. We should have the clamp done at the end of this, and I don't know what we're going to do about this. I'm hoping that next time we come in, the game has not gone wrong with this, because this is quite a considerable bit of silage. I don't know how much we actually did drop, but we all can see it's silage. We all know that it is. I suppose if I've just... I don't know how much it was though. I think it was 2 trader falls. That is a considerable... I don't mind like using the smoothing tool to destroy it if we've like got the value of it back. We can't really allow... That is food, and we did do it legitimately, so yeah. Anyway, we'll leave this corner for next session. All did we check? Yeah, we did. No, we did check it. Yeah. All that remains now that really, when you think about it, I think about 4,000 to 5,000 is really what they should be sold for. Again, I mean, they're active boxes and they put pipes on them and they feed it, so they're a little bit special. But really, the box that I'm trying to sort of think of is one that you could store seeds, and you could probably, I suppose that is the sort of design I'm after, that could, but it only really is for seeding. So really I'm just thinking of it as a storage receptacle for like the things that you could then put into other things, like the traditional boxes we had in FS22. But then you've sort of got to ask yourself the question, you really need to design a box that does like act as a bucket, or else how could you tip that into the back? Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, which is why I like these boxes, because if it's storage and you were storing bags in it, or the thing is with those boxes, and I've always liked it about them, is you can eject the seeds or the fertilizer and it will then become... it's a gaming convention, but it's one that really you probably would be using little bags of fertilizer. You'd be filling bags, sticking it in the front box as a storage receptacle, and then throwing those out and sticking them into your thing at the back. That's the premise roughly of those, apart from when they have got the pipe and they are literally a seed or fertilizer thing, because they're pumping that directly to the seeder at the back. So yeah, other than that, but that's why I like them better than the boxes, because they've got that active sort of way of doing things, which is a good convention, which I suppose is probably why maybe they're worth double I might not have been too far off with my original about 8 grand, but that's pretty much what they used to be in FS 19 and 22, and then they start to get a bit expensive. Yeah, don't think they've got it in this. They've only got these front boxes, which are like 20 to 25,000, and it's just too much. I mean, you could sort of make a plastic one that was sort of the same out of a material that was much cheaper to actually make, and sell it at a much, which actually is the one I'm thinking of, the Lemken, the Solitaire, I think it was. I think it's in the game actually, because I'm sure I would think of the box. It was a planter and it was blue, and it is not in there. No, it's not. So they've, after many iterations of the Lemken, it could be something they're going to release like in the future as well, so I'm not having a go or anything like that. But yeah, I still scratch my head at that. It's a Grimmy, which is normally, I mean, associated. So why canola and sugar beets when it doesn't say things? I would say you've got to go by the label. So it's a sugar beets, or it's gone wrong. I can't see that is like that really. No, it's yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm tired. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.